AI pilots in dogfights: how machines are beating Top Guns. Hollywood might have the plot for Top Gun 3. It would see Pete, Maverick, Mitchell flying against an autonomous aircraft to show that even a slightly over-the-hill human aviator can best a machine. This isn't really all that far-fetched, however, as the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, announced this week that its Air Combat Evolution (AC) program achieved the first-ever in-air tests of AI algorithms autonomously flying an F-16 Fighting Falcon against a human-piloted F-16 in within-visual-range combat scenarios, what we like to describe as dogfighting. In the recently disclosed flights, the ACE AI algorithms took control of a specially modified F-16 Fighting Falcon test aircraft designated as the X-62A, or VISTA, Variable In-Flight Simulator Test Aircraft, at the Air Force Test Pilot School at Edwards Air Force Base, AFB, California. The demonstrations of autonomous combat maneuvers began last year. DARPA further released a video of its team members discussing what makes the ACE program unlike other aerospace autonomy projects. The team further offers insight into how the program represents a transformational moment in aerospace history, establishing a foundation for ethical, trusted, human-machine teaming for complex military and civilian applications. Man versus Machine, the ACE program. According to DARPA, the goal of the ACE program is to increase trust in combat autonomy by using human-machine collaborative dogfighting as its challenge problem, while it also serves as an entry point into complex human-machine collaboration. ACE will apply existing artificial intelligence technologies to the dogfight problem in experiments of increasing realism, DARPA explained. In parallel, ACE will implement methods to measure, calibrate, increase, and predict human trust in combat autonomy performance. Finally, the program will scale the tactical application of autonomous dogfighting to more complex, heterogeneous, multi-aircraft, operational-level simulated scenarios informed by live data, laying the groundwork for future live, campaign-level mosaic warfare experimentation. From the sound of it, ACE could contribute greatly to the United States Air Force's Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program, which seeks to develop a system of systems, including a manned sixth-generation fighter supported by autonomous platforms including unmanned aerial systems (UAS). As DARPA noted, in a future air domain contested by adversaries, a single human pilot could greatly increase lethality by effectively orchestrating multiple autonomous unmanned platforms from within a manned aircraft. That would shift human role from single platform operator to mission commander, where the UAS would act as loyal wingmen supporting the manned fighter aircraft. In particular, ACE aims to deliver a capability that enables a pilot to attend to a broader, more global air command mission while their aircraft and teamed unmanned systems are engaged in individual tactics, DARPA added. The human operator would still make the big decisions, such as developing an overall engagement strategy, selecting and prioritizing targets, and determining the best weapon or effect, while lower-level functions, i.e., details of aircraft maneuver and engagement tactics, could be left to the autonomous system. According to DARPA, the technology development of the ACE program addresses 4 primary challenges. Farmer opens door and sees his missing horse staring back. Sponsored, Happy in Shape. * increase air combat autonomy performance in local behaviors, individual aircraft and team tactical. * build and calibrate trust in air combat local behaviors. * scale performance and trust to global behaviors, heterogeneous multi-aircraft. * build infrastructure for full-scale air combat experimentation. Tests underway. The Department of Defense, DoD, has said that a total of 21 test flights were conducted for the project between December 2022 and September 2023. These built on the Alpha Dogfight Trials, a 3-day virtual competition that took place in 2020 and which saw Heron Systems' F-16 AI agent taking on experienced human Air Force F-16 pilots. The AI came out as the top dog, winning 5-0 through aggressive and precise maneuvers the human pilot couldn't match. It could be argued the simulation was just a very advanced video game, but now the focus has shifted to actual aircraft in a real-world environment. Since its inception in 2019, the ACE program has rapidly reached several key milestones, marking a significant departure from the usual lengthy timelines associated with developing advanced aerospace platforms, the debrief reported. 16. Beginning in December of 2022, that was the first application of machine learning agents to control the flight path of fighter aircraft, explained Colonel James Valpiana, Commandant of the Air Force Test Pilot School, in the video accompanying the update. The X-62A has gone from simply flying to taking on the role the F-16 Fighting Falcon was meant to do, as in be a fighter aircraft. Human pilots were on board the autonomous aircraft during each test to take control if necessary. Secretary of the Air Force Frank Kendall, who recently took a flight in an autonomously controlled F-16, called the capability transformational, and in the DARPA video added, the X-62A team demonstrated that cutting-edge machine learning-based autonomy could be safely used to fly dynamic combat maneuvers. The team accomplished this while complying with American norms for safe and ethical use of autonomous technology. 16. It is unclear if the AI-controlled X-62A actually beat the human pilots in the recent dogfighting encounters in the sky, but it does appear that we may be getting much closer to an AI-loyal wingman. Whether they can sing like the wingmen in Top Gun isn't clear, but we know AI is also making music, so anything is possible. Flight tests overseen by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency and the Air Force have demonstrated safe and effective employment of an autonomous fighter jet enabled by AI, including in nose-to-nose dogfighting against a human F-16 pilot, according to officials. A few years, during DARPA's Alpha Dogfight trials, algorithms went undefeated in computer-simulated battles against a military aviator. More recently, the agency's Air Combat Evolution program has been using a modified F-16 known as the X-62A Vista, Variable In-Flight Simulator Test Aircraft, to put machine learning agents through their paces in the skies above Edwards Air Force Base, California. A total of 21 test flights were conducted for the project between December 2022 and September 2023, the Department of Defense said in an ACE program update released Wednesday. Beginning in December of 2022, that was the first application of machine learning agents to control the flight path of fighter aircraft, Colonel James Valpiana, Commandant of the Air Force Test Pilot School, said in a video accompanying the update. Advertisement. More than 100,000 lines of flight-critical software changes were made over time to improve the tools. Then, in September, we actually took the X-62 and flew it against a live manned F-16. We built up in safety using the maneuvers, first defensive, then offensive, then high-aspect nose-to-nose engagements where we got as close as 2,000 feet at 1,200 miles per hour, Lieutenant Colonel Marianne Carlin, Deputy Commandant of the Test Pilot School, said in the video.